Today's learning is dedicated by Judy and David Marwick in honor of That's My Extraordinary Podcast, and also in memory of your father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Thank you so much. It's much appreciated. To dedicate a day of learning, go to mishnah.co/donate. We are on Uktzim Perek Gimel, Mishnah Yud Bet, 12th and final Mishnah in the third and final chapter of Masechet Uktzim, which is the last Mishnah of Shas. It's very, very exciting for me. So if you've been here, not even from the beginning, if you've been along the way, thank you so much for joining me in this incredible Mishnah of journey of Shas Mishnayot. So this Mishnah is not connected inherently to Masechet Uktzim or Kachim, but the Bartenura says, Samach ma'amar zeh lekan. So Samach, associated, attached, Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, or the editors, attached this idea, Lehodia b'chatimat Mishnah, to tell you at the end of the Mishnah, Matan scharam shel tzadikim, the reward of tzadikim, shelomdim umekaimim kol ma shekatuv b'Mishnah, who learn and fulfill everything written in the Mishnah. Amar Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, says Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, Atira Kadosh Baruch Hu lahanchil lechol tzadik v'tzadik. In the future, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will be nochel, will inherit, will make as an inheritance for every tzaddik and tzaddik, every righteous person, shalosh me'ot ve'asara olamot, 310 worlds. Shnei Amar, as it says, lahanchil ohavai yesh. Okay, to lahanchil, to give inheritance to those who love me. Yesh, there are yesh, that which is. V'otzrotehem amalei, and their otzar is their storehouses I will fill. So what in the world does that mean? It says the Bartenura, what does it mean lahanchil ohavai yesh? To inherit to those who love me. Yesh b'gematria hachi. Yesh in gematria is this amount. This is how much yesh is, 310. 310. Shlosh mot ve'eser. Klomar, meaning shahana'a v'korat ruach sheyesh hakol tzadik v'tzadik be'olam haba. The pleasure and the reward of every righteous person in the future, in olam haba, in the world to come, who shlosh mot ve'eser pa'amim kineged olam hazeh, is 300 times as great as this world. She'ena olam hazeh kulo, this world is only chelek mishlosh meot ve'eser, 1/310th mima sheyesh hakol tzadik v'tzadik nachala le'olam haba, that which is for every righteous person in olam haba. Now, it's very interesting. There's a lot of things to notice about this Mishnah. First of all, what he says is that, like, we're immediately going to olam hazeh and olam haba. That the idea of learning brings us to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, brings us to a sense of eternity, of eternalism, that we connect to God. And I think this is something that's so meaningful for me in the Mishnah Yomit, of bringing something spiritual into your day every single day. That there's a sense of connection to the eternal. I don't know about the reward, 1/310th, beautiful gematria, but the idea of bringing the eternal into your world every single day, that's the idea of, like, and other Mefarshim say that Tosfot Yontu, quoted by the Kati, says every person who learns brings Torah into their world every day, even if he's not a tzaddik. He's considered a kol tzaddik v'tzaddik. He's considered, each tzaddik in his own way has a merit in this portion of the world to come. The Mishnah continues. Amar Rabbi Shimon ben Chalafta, said Rabbi Shimon ben Chalafta, Lo matzah HaKadosh Baruch Hu kli machzik bracha l'Yisrael el hashalom. HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not find a vessel that holds bracha for the Jewish people, ella, except, again, lo ella, he did not find except, he only found, the only kli that he could find to hold bracha is peace. Hashalom is peace. Shneimar, as it says, Hashem oz la'amu yiten, Hashem yivarech et amo v'shalom. Hashem gives strength to his people. Hashem should bless his people with peace. So first of all, again, this to me, this harkens back to the idea that Talmidei Chachamim, a very famous quote, Talmidei Chachamim marbim shalom ba'olam. Right? Talmidei Chachamim, righteous people, the scholars bring peace to the world. What do you mean? They argue all the time. No, their arguments are the Shem Shamayim. Their arguments are about to bring the Jewish people closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to God, and that brings HaKadosh Baruch Hu to the world. But look at the language. I think the language is also very powerful. The idea of finding a kli machzik bracha. How did we start? What was, like, actually, if you look at the Ketav Yad Kaufman, really interesting. The very end of Shas, okay, he writes at the end, like, the first Masechta is Masechet Kelim. So that is not a coincidence, I'm sure, that in the end of the Mishnah he says it's a kli, right? We talked about Kelim. All of Torah began with the idea of this holds Tumah, and that can become Mekabel Tumah, and this is Tameh, and that Tameh, and this spoon is Mekabel Tumah. But there's a kli that is never Mekabel Tumah. There's a kli that is Machzik Bracha. There's a kli that holds bracha. And what is that bracha? What is that keli? The bracha of peace. Peace with ourselves, peace with our families, peace among fellow Jews. And I can think of nothing more that brings peace to more people that we can all agree on, of learning Torah, simply learning the Mishnah together. And that's the idea of this keli that brings shalom, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us the Torah. Hashem Ozle gave us the strength of the Torah. Hashem Yevarech et Amo v'Shalom will bless us with peace. So it's just interesting. I wanted to share with you the very ending of the Ketav Yad Kaufman. He says he lists the number of prakim, and then he says Sach Pirkin de Taharot Mea ve'Esrim v'Shita, right? 126. Chasalet Shisa Sidrei Mishnah. We conclude the Sheish Mishnah. Schum Kol Pirkei Mishnatenu Taf Kuf Chaf Gimel. 523 prakim we finished. I give thanks to HaKadosh Baruch Hu for giving me the strength to learn these Mishnayot together with you. And tomorrow we begin with Masechet Brachot once again. The last time we'll dedicate the Mishnah in memory of my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Many of you have heard his name many times. My father passed away when I was very, very young, when I was 9 years old. And it's a great zchut to learn these Mishnayot in his honor. I have a memory of him, and I'll share this at our siyum. I have a memory of him very, very strongly. He learned when I was a child, and it's indelibly, in my head. I remember when my mother bought him, I think it was a Hanukkah present, he bought him a Kahati Mishnayot. Back when it just really first came out. And it was a big deal. They didn't have that much money. It was a big deal. He was so excited. Maybe that's really what connected me to Mishnah, the things that we imbue in our children, the values, if they see us learning and studying, and our grandchildren, hopefully that image causes something that wants them to connect with it as well. Make it a very good day. Make it a great day.